Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Michelle McCarr. I've lived in the far north for close to 23 years. I represent a group of concerned citizens that are worried by this rollout of 5G into our community and our country. What first alerted me to the dangers of 5G was an interview with microwave radiation expert Dr. Barry Trower. He points out links to wireless radiation, and where 5G has been implemented, there's been even higher rates of cancer, lower fertility, neurological illnesses, more suicides close to cell towers. He also talks of negative effects close to towers and transmitters, like huge impact on bees and other pollinating insects, lower fruit production. Forests and ecosystems will be lost, trees get sick and die, in turn affecting a web of organisms. 5G makes an ideal environment for viruses, bacteria and other pathogens to thrive. 5G is about profits, $17 trillion plus. Does 5G pose a major threat to all biological life?
Yes.
The independent evidence overwhelmingly indicates that it does. There is a massive independent research overseas stating radiation frequencies have detrimental effects on fetal and newborn development with young children, proof of brain tumours and other cancers, DNA damage and gene problems, cardiovascular problems, learning and memory deficits. In fact, the obvious lack of studies on 5G was clarified by US Senator Blumenthal at a Senate hearing inquiry. While 5G was being rolled out in the US, telecommunications industry had done no health and safety research studies on 5G. Lloyd's of London and other insurers are refusing to cover health claims caused by 5G wireless technologies. In 1974, ACC was brought in, so New Zealanders have no rights to sue for personal injury. Now, knowing that 5G is an untested and potentially harmful technology, how would you feel about a 5G tower being erected in front of your home? The New Zealand radiation limit is based on outdated guidelines and does not protect from the biological effect, creating a false sense of security. This is the graph that we've given you. 5G antennas are being installed without any need for consultation or consent, very close to homes and businesses, and even childcare centres and schools in other New Zealand communities. We've seen 5G antennas installed recently in the far north. The community is very worried, as 4G existing antenna can be upgraded to 5G at any time. The 5G network is planned to work with transmitters every 100 metres. In New Zealand, central government made it possible in 2008 for the telecommunications industry to bypass local council's resource consent process, enabling them to put towers up wherever they want. I believe this 5G rollout is breaching our democratic and human rights of freedom of choice. On the 18th of February 2020, New Zealand Parliament Regulations Review Committee has advised that it has formally accepted the complaint lodged by environmental lawyer Sue Gray, Outdoors Party, about resource management regulations which exempt cell towers and RFEMR radiation emissions from usual consultation. Where 5G cell towers have started to emit
you have 1 minute left.
Thanks. Where 5G cell towers have started to emit 4.5G according to Sue Gray, there have been adverse health effects to humans and animals: nosebleeds, headaches, anxiety, chronic fatigue and heart attack. The local iwi Te Rarawa publicly declares that it has concerns around the health effects of 5G technology. They call for the government to institute a thorough and robust investigation into the health effects of 5G. We don't need to be guinea pigs in New Zealand for this technology. There's proof enough from existing overseas studies that it is dangerous to health and environment. We, the concerned community of the far north, want to stop this rollout in our towns. Already many 5G satellites have been visible in the night sky above New Zealand, US government has given approval for 50,000 new 5G satellites. If telecommunications industry's plans come to fruition, no person, no animal, no bird, no insect, no plant on Earth will be able to avoid exposure 24/7 to levels of RF radiation that are tens to hundreds of times greater than what we have today.
Thank you. Yes.
Please help us achieve a moratorium using the precautionary approach.
Well done.
Thank you. So thank you, Michelle. Is there any questions from our board?
The only question I have was, so it wasn't, what do you want us to do? What is your, or what? Yeah.
Stop
What
that.
do you, yeah.
Well,
So what, yeah.
to help pass this message on, that there's a strong voice in our community that is not keen on 5G at all ever, and yeah, we want to pass that message on strongly. There's links to everything I said in the handout that I'll give you. If we, you know, it's something that we deeply care about. So, and this is just one of many meetings happening right around New Zealand. Yeah.
Very good. So we can put this from this meeting, have a discussion about it.
Yes.
And go further up.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what we can do really. Yes. We don't have any
Yeah, that's
power on that stuff. That will be more of a council.
and it's yeah, that's our next. This is practice room.
Oh, good.
This technology has arrived in our backyard and not a mutter. And look we're meeting in a bloody, like you couldn't even swing a cat in here. And this is the response that we get. Instead of into a wider forum or on a marae, this is it. And they basically say, well, you're going to come back in 5 weeks. Now that's ridiculous.
Both 3G and both 4G are frying people's brains already, and they are not able to think properly or clearly. And this is a phase that we are in. 3G and 4G has already been around for a fair time now. And according to the statistics, the fertility of rats and mice only a few generations, and they're sterile. I think it's 4 generations. If they're exposed to this level. And I'm aware that a lot of people don't know about it. I'm aware that all you people are extremely busy people and you're doing your job as well as you can. However, you can see from the group of people here around it, we just don't want this. We are actually already not coping with what we have. Unless we start to embrace the fact that there is an invisible world that we're part of, a spirit world that we're part of, instead of just what is so apparent, we are deeply lost. Unless we embrace the spirit and the invisible world, this is not just about the physical. This is about giving honour to what we cannot see.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, Michelle, that's the end of this. And
Thank you for your time.
thank you so much for coming and making us all aware. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Being aware that the Home Office has cancelled out any authority over the tribe. And they have no constitution. Neither does the national government.
No, that's thank you. No, sorry.
Madam Chair, I was told to have a brief moment. Could I just summarise a couple of things, please? So, like thanking the people that have come, the treaty that we have to honour, the fact that we're
No, there's no treaty.
The fact that we're
There's no
here for a
treaty.
start. Okay, no treaty, but the fact that we've got the tangata whenua coming to our meetings as well, because that's important. So thank you people for being here, and look at the crowd we've got. It's a good start. The next stage is the council, then Wellington. I said to Sue Gray, I would sit on the steps of Parliament. I meant to say, hello Paul, I'm a science teacher, semi-retired, 20 years in an eco-village, so I've got both sides. If anybody wants to come and sit on the steps of Parliament, as our friend Greta is down outside the Parliament in Sweden, yes. So, but anyway, here we are making a start. Thank you very much for all coming. Thank you.
Kia ora tātou. I think what, you know, that we collaborate much more, because this is the first time I've actually met you guys, you know.
Absolutely.
So we're in, you know, we're in the same space.
Absolutely.
And we're communicating much better for the wide end, you know, for the end goal, eh?
So how do we
That's
do
all.
that?
That's all I'm saying. You know?
How do we do
Critical
that?
mass. Everybody on the same waka.
May I just point one thing out? You know, we're a group of people just gathered here right now. We're a group of people, and we all come off different types of ways of life. You know, I've got Papa Ben here, he's of Pa too. You know, his whānau never signed no treaty of Waitangi, so he's completely sovereign. You know, I used to work under his big brother, Papa Selwyn Clark. I was his head warrior. This fella here takes the reign of his big brother, and he's sovereign. He ain't got nothing to do with no treaty of Waitangi or whakaputanga agreement or nothing, because they signed nothing. So we've got a group of people here. We've got our Pākehā friends here. Well, they come under the English crown. Well, we don't. You know, we're actually native to this land. So we've got a group of people here that come from different backgrounds, and we're all saying no. We need to make that clear that we say no to this, and we say it as one team of people saying no.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora, Richie.
So would because on the one hand you're saying, sorry, I don't know your name. So Fiti was saying in the meeting, we're treating water when we're going through the normal processes that we go through for, you know, to feel like we're represented by somebody, to feel like somebody is hearing us. But maybe it's more effective if we have the iwi lead and we support the iwis and we come to the iwis and we say yes, we totally support Tanga Whenua, we totally support what you are doing, and we do it your way, because the white way, the Pākehā way is not working. Okay, these guys are already here. They're already here in Kaitaia, they're in Cooper's Beach, they're all the way along this beautiful country that we all live in. And if you can get your whānau on board and we can be a part of that whānau, it's got to be more effective. Absolutely. In actually stopping, not just stopping 5G, but actually making people more aware of the technologies that we are already using and how they are making us sick. They're actually making us all sick. And we all know that. We don't need scientists to tell us that, do we? No. Really, if you think about all the people that you know in your own families, in your extended world, who are sick, they've got cancer, diabetes, they're obesity, heart disease, you know, those things are happening because there is an invisible pollution around us that we are all using. We are all carrying it around in our pockets.
Well, it's not,
how can we change that? You know, this is how we change it. We actually
protest movement.
Yes, we get together.
Can I speak to you a minute about that? We'll understand the implications of health, and a lot of us have been researching this for a very long time. And I think it was James Shaw who wrote the first paper on it in 2008 when a tower popped outside his apartment building in Wellington. And so he started researching, how did this happen? Why wasn't I asked? And it came to light that the key administration had, and successive governments after that too. So you can't just put it on one political party. It's been rolled out by a global corporation, Agenda 21, the United Nations. We all know it. I'm the chair. I'm the chair of Whānau for Organic Growers and Producers Society here in the Whānau, and we are dead against it. I was born in this country, so I'm sovereign. I have not signed any treaty. Me too. And what scares these people is people regaining their power. Because councils have had the power taken away from them. The board members there, they don't have power. It's a feel-good thing. So what scares the corporates the most is people gathering to a united mass. And having a focus and pushing back hard and go, we want our power back. We're paying you guys You're not listening to us. I thought it was pretty disgusting that Michelle got 5 minutes in there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Applause lasted more than a minute.
I wasn't allowed to tell you guys
Yeah.
that there was just 5 minutes, but you needed to know. That's why I had to cut that
Yeah,
speech
yeah.
back.
That's terrible.
But it's the same thing. I think
Highlight something.
you got to
doesn't
go.
it? Big problem.
I think what we're going to do now is really push hard into the council
Yeah.
and go, we want this back on the RMA. Like, we want a resource consented. And then it goes out to public consultation, and that's when we have our say. And if they can't do the job, then we'll do it for them and rip those towns down.
Yes,
Total
agree.
anarchy.
Let's go up the manga, break this stuff
You go and do it their way, and they're not
Remember,
listening,
this is on film
then we
radio.
take out, we empower ourselves, and we're going to do it.
Media.
And that's
The last government just fast-tracked
they
everything.
can't lock us all up.
They just fast-tracked everything.
Yeah.
And this is what we ended up.
Yep, dead right. Dead right.
Yeah, that's right. They're pirates.
But they're
Basically pirates.
It's getting it's a global zone.
Yeah.
It's happening all around the world at the same time. There's a reason for that.
And the amount of countries.
By the time everyone's woken up and realised it's here.
Along with GE. They're fighting that at the moment as well, you know, in a big way. We're going to the environmental court and all this wasted money that keeps getting spent. As taxpayers, we're actually paying for that to go to the resource consent. We pay for the council to go there for it. It all comes from us. We're fighting against it and we're fighting for it. You know, it's crazy.
You know, so it's an absolute, it's a world gone absolutely insane. And we're going to take that first.
Yeah.
Kia ora.
So, yeah, 26,000 scientists
Come over here.
signed a petition with the United Nations about their worries and concerns with 5G being rolled out. And did it get listened to?
Yeah.
Did it get listened to? No. Yeah, well, United Nations, World Health Organization and world governments are playing dice with our world and our space.
And our space. In a very
Intrusive way.
intrusive way, in a place that's never been mucked around with. What's that little layer called?
The ionosphere.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a Taiwan thing. We shouldn't be mucking around in there. And no one knows what's going to go.
No one
Is
knows.
creators normal? And when you start messing with creators normal, we've got in trouble.
So how can 5G Far North come to the iwis?
Make a hui. Make a take for hui.
Yeah.
We'll have to really draw, because Māoris, we're forever jumping up and down. The Far North District Council are here by fraud.
But you see, are iwi.
What's that? They're here by fraud and deceit. They are not constituted, and I have no faith in them. And we never signed the treaty. And that's the truth.
They're there for the wrong reasons, really.
So apparently Maori land has been brought up already for tar. And they are paying money and they are stepping into this terrible cycle of people being poor, so they feel that they have to have that money, but they don't understand what they are giving away for that little money that they are getting.
You're talking about the compromise of it.
Totally.
I'm totally with you on that, because we've been misrepresented by, no different to you guys, by bureaucratic Māoris.
Totally. And that's the thing
we're not on the same page,
only you can address that, but I would be, and many of us would be completely fully behind you to address that.
So, first the community board, second the council coming up, and then tell them that they have got to go to Wellington, as you said, not saying it's not our department. I did prepare to follow on from Michelle today, and it's obvious a lot of us are learning, and there might be half the people here that might like to hear a half a dozen or 5 small points that I wanted to back up. Michelle, can I have 1 minute? Starting off was Lloyd's of London, was cut out of the speech this morning. We all know that name, Lloyd's, and all the other insurance companies who said they are not going to be liable for 5G. Why? Insurance actuaries, like one of my schoolmates from school, the highest paid people, they have to work out. It's big business insurance up there with petrol and so on. So the insurance companies, remember the name Lloyd's, are saying no. That's one good brief example. This graph is another one. I'm sure that Michelle's got more copies. 9 times more in New Zealand, and of course 4 of the other Five Eyes than, for example, Israel. Is Israel probably one of the most aware with weapons, because this is a weapons technology too? Are they aware about levels? Not only that, Israel has 1/10 of that for their vulnerable, the children, babies, pregnancy and so on. We've also got here, Switzerland, for example, has in the last fortnight said that they're having a moratorium on the rollout of 5G. Are Switzerland advanced? Belgium says no more. You can see the size of the comparison there. Probably it's about 90 times more that this graph allows than Belgium, not allowing guinea pigs. Okay, that's a really good graph that you can look at in some detail. Other most important thing, yeah, just to tell these people, keep the pressure on, and through our meetings, which can start Tuesday, 1.5 weeks from now, isn't it, Michelle? 17th, okay. So Tuesday, 5:15, after work's finished, just round the corner from the Eco Centre, and convince these people that we will keep the pressure on, just like Waiheke, just like Devonport, anti-nuclear, GE and so on. The pressure's going to stay on, and we'll have the tangata whenua as well to stop the rollout. Okay, that's probably enough. I've got more I could, but thank you for your time.
So what we'll do is just have a small meeting with us guys and whoever else might want to come at Anu, and then we'll plan a marae hui in Awanui. That's about it, eh? All right. Thank you, Joe.
Well done, Michelle. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And we're going to have to stay on it too, because there's so, can we do it? Yes, how do we do it?